The clerk is actually a little bit unique in that the village board is made up of 6 trustees and a mayor and a clerk. The clerk is responsible for the documents of the village, as well as setting the agendas and announcing the topics at the meetings, essentially is what the village clerk does. The village clerk does not vote, okay? So I currently also serve on the District 230 School Board, which is Sandburg, Stag, and Andrew High Schools. So I've been on there for a number of years, and when I got my first village board packet, I said, Keith, where's the personnel report? He said, what are you talking about? I said, well, at District 230, we get a personnel report. So every month we know who's being hired, who is going on leave, we know who is being promoted, who's set to retire. So that's all laid out for us. And we as a board member, and I was a board member of District 30, I do vote. We look at that and we vote yes or no. It's not necessarily a rubber stamp. We're not here to micromanage the school district, but we want to know. So we like to keep the administration on their toes. I'll give you an example. Is, every so often we'll see a familiar name on the new hire list. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the gym teacher at Andrew's son or daughter? Or is this person someone that was somewhere else that we knew about? So it kind of keeps the administration on their toes so we don't have any nepotism or people getting jobs that aren't qualified to do so. So we don't dive deep into every little hire and figure out, if, that's the job of administration. The administration does a good job. We get good people, and I like to think the districts run very well, so we're happy with that. But we do take a look at everybody that comes through our door. And I was really surprised when the village didn't get that. I was like, where's the personnel reports? Oh, we don't do that. What do you mean you don't do that, right? So one of the concerns is, when you have a village manager that's responsible for the hiring, let me back up 1 second. I talked to 2 mayors at one point in time when I first ran in 2007 for the school board. And one mayor said, if you hire really good people and they do a good job, it's going to make you look good as mayor, okay? The other guy said, if you hire your buddies, they're going to take care of you, okay? I didn't really like that approach. I took the more if you hire good people, they'll do a good job, make you look good approach, and that's what we'd like to do. But if I don't have any authority to at least look at who we're hiring, I can't promise you they're the best people for the job. And that's kind of surprising. The second thing that really surprised me is, I'll tell you a little story about what happened on the district board about 10 years ago. We were in closed session. We had an issue with an employment practices potential lawsuit. One of our employees was alleging improper workplace or something along those lines. And our attorney says, okay, we suggest that you settle for $85,000. We'll make an offer for $85,000. When I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, what are they alleging? Well, they're alleging not workplace violence, but hostile work environment. I said, okay, I go, don't we have insurance for this? And then the attorney says, oh yeah, well, we didn't turn it in within 24 hours and we didn't do this, we don't want to get involved in insurance. And I said, well, my real job isn't clerk and it isn't school board. My real job, I'm an insurance agent and I sell employment practices liability insurance. This is right in my wheelhouse. Like, no, I've never heard of not reporting a claim in 24 hours denying coverage. I say, let's send it to the insurance company, have them handle it. I say the district $85,000, and back 10 years ago, that was 2 teachers, okay? So what happened to my confidence in our attorneys? It went to the toilet. Well, they're my attorneys, okay? So as an elected official, I don't have any sort of immunity in terms of my personal assets are at risk. So we went out and did an RFP for our attorneys because our board wanted to decide who protected ourselves in the case of something happening to us. I think we should have that authority. I think we should have that ability to do. So when I found out that the village manager hires the attorneys, I was like, whoa, I don't have any say in who defends me and my personal assets are at risk. Those are 2 things with the employees and the attorneys that we enjoy at the school district that the village doesn't have. And as an elected official, I would like, personally, I'd feel better if I hired my own attorney and knew who the heck the village was hiring. So the counter argument to that is, well, if the village manager is doing all these things, then just get rid of the village manager. And that's a good point. But I can tell you this, I have clients around the country. I'm on a bank board of directors where we talk about community, issues going on. And I just came from negotiations for the school district with our attorney. And everyone to a person says, everybody in the country is having a hard time attracting and maintaining good employees. So to say that, yeah, if you don't like what the village manager has done, just get rid of him or her, I don't buy that because they're not out there, okay? We have a demographic issue with aging and whatnot and who's coming through the pipeline. It's just not that easy if the village manager isn't doing a good job, to do that. So to that point as well, I think a village manager should be a professional village manager. I think they should have an education in public policy, preferably a master's degree. So to have those qualifications, there are not a lot of candidates out there at this point in time. So I understand that argument. If they don't like what you're doing, you get rid of them. But let the village manager do what they're Keith and I were talking earlier. Let them do what they were educated to do. I mean, our village manager is really good at some things that I have no idea as a layperson or as an elected official. You know, things about ordinances and all this kind of administration thing. He's really good at it. Okay. So we need somebody that's good. And the Village of Orland Park, we need a professional manager. There's no question about it. So again, if they're not doing what we want them to do, yeah, we can get rid of them, but good luck finding another one. So that's kind of the perspective I bring. So some of the things that I enjoy as a school board member that as a village board member I don't have, and I just want to kind of point out the differences between the two, and you can make a decision one way or the